Oh Lord, pull up in that '04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
So, Travis Schlenk, the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks, had three choices right before the NBA trade deadline of February 10th. He could go big, or he could go small, or he could do nothing at all. He decided to do nothing at all. And that was we'll talk about that. First of all, subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited right here, this YouTube channel, for tremendous Atlanta sports coverage. And we're sponsored by Prize Picks. Tremendous fantasy game where you can choose 2 to 5 players and go over or under in various categories. And put in that promotion code of ASU as in Atlanta Sports Unlimited. Also, I'm the author of a new book coming out called The Real Hank Aaron. You can pre-order right now on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. It's coming out on May 17th. I'll talk more about that when we get closer, but you don't want to miss that. Missing a few Hawks games nowadays, you probably wouldn't miss much. They're struggling. But still, Travis Schlenk made the right choice by doing nothing at the trade deadline because he had no choice. All right, here's the thing. Most of the season, they weren't playing defense. They weren't listening to the head coach. They were griping to the officials, all those things. But just before the trade deadline, they were doing all those things well enough to go 9-3. So you Travis Schlenk, and then the other thing is, who you gonna trade for? There was nothing out there. I mean, they're not going to get James Harden, thank goodness. I mean, the guy is just not a guy that you want as a team guy on the team. Great player, but yeah, there's a reason why he's moving from team to team to team. Ben Simmons, let's move on from that. All right. So, and then you look at what's happening right now. Okay, and I know what you're saying. They are collapsing. They look pitiful. Starting on Sunday, or including on Sunday at Boston against the Celtics, when they just imploded in that third quarter, when they weren't playing defense, they weren't listening to the head coach, and they were griping to the officials. They're regressing to the point where they've lost 4 of their last 5 games, heading into Tuesday's game at Cleveland, a resurgent Cleveland team, the Cavaliers. Then they close out the All-Star break on Wednesday in Orlando. But here's the thing. The problem that the Hawks have. All right, you got Trae Young, who's going to be a star for years to come. You got DeAndre Hunter, who could be that guy, but he can't stay healthy. But you can't get rid of him like you got rid of Cam Reddish. You got to keep him around. Then you got John Collins. All right, kind of a complimentary guy, a high-class complimentary guy, great in the locker room, and plus the fact they gave him all that money last year. He's not going anywhere. Then you got all these other guys around him who did well enough to help the Hawks last year make that run to the Eastern Conference Finals. But last year is not this year for so many reasons, and not just because the Hawks don't look the same. It's because also the Eastern Conference, for the first time in many years, is a monster. Out of 15 teams, there are arguably only 3 teams that are less than mediocre. Okay, Hawks aren't one of those 3 teams. They're better than mediocre. Only 3 teams. So right now, the Hawks are 26-30 in 10th place. It's going to be very difficult, if almost impossible, for them to jump over all those teams to get to the playoffs this year. They could do it, but I'm just saying. Once they get in there, So, unfortunately for the Hawks, this looks like kind of the team that they're kind of stuck with for a while. And I just keep thinking over and over again. I'm just hearing that line from this movie, Animal House. When it comes to the Hawks, thank you, sir. May I have another?
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me want to go for more. Pale